Poverty can seem like something so far away, but the COVID-19 pandemic is showing us how quickly the financial struggle creeps in.
All this month, I'm bringing you a series of stories on people in Southwest Florida who've been surprised to find themselves the ones in need. I'm showing you where they're turning for help. It's all part of our commitment to cover the rebound Southwest Florida. Like all the kids here at Pathways Learning Center in Immokalee, 5-year-old Estelle
That is not mine.
and her 3-year-old brother Nova
I'm 18.
are clearly thriving.
My children, they go here at Pathways.
For their mom, Shaikwa Maisha, knowing she can leave her kids in a place she can trust and afford brings tears of gratitude.
Everyone coming together and helping, even though, like, they're strangers and strangers are, I'm sorry, I'm gonna cry, but they just, help with you and they don't even know you.
She tells me she doesn't have health insurance and spends 2 hours a day commuting between Immokalee and a Naples hospital where she works in housekeeping. The pandemic has led to a reduction in her shifts, creating even bigger challenges.
Paying my mortgage, that, it's been a little hard because of, the reduced hours at work.
Her husband, Christopher, works part-time for the local school district. Factoring in their 3 kids, the federal formula for a family their size puts the poverty line a little under $31,000. Their combined income is nearly $20,000 more than that. But like so many others in Southwest Florida, it's still not enough to guarantee the kids get fed.
Some people go to the pantries. I do. I'm not ashamed at all.
All the way around. We know we've seen increases in food insecurity, particularly here in Southwest Florida.
FGCU social work professor Tom Felke tells me when money's tight, many struggling families face a brutal choice: food for the kids or paying the rent.
And very oftentimes, when individuals are forced to make that decision, the trade-off is with food.
And he tells me that uncertainty that he referred to as food insecurity can be a form of trauma, especially for children.
We've also seen high rates of anxiety, stress, depression, and even higher rates of domestic violence and child abuse.
It's a sobering thought when you consider the growing number of Southwest Floridians lining up for food assistance.
It is kind of devastating. It's devastating for the area.
Fritz and his wife Randolyn spoke to me outside the Harry Chapin Food Bank where they volunteer. And they told me almost as soon as the pandemic started, nearly a year ago, they saw new faces showing up for help.
And they'd say, you know what, I have donated to Harry Chapin Food Bank for 12 years. Never in my life did I think I would be a recipient of their services. But I've lost my job and I need food to feed my family.
For Shaikwa Maisha, just talking about the support her family and others receive from the community is enough to make her emotional.
It's a good thing because, it's hard for people.
People who appreciate the generosity of others.
It's a good thing when you see people happy, just with a box of food, like, or a kind gesture, things like that.
And despite the challenges, still manage to see signs of hope.
Kids and children, they don't even know what's going on and they're so happy. So that's where I see it.
And our kids can see that hope in where they learn at Pathways. Coming up tomorrow morning on our morning news, how one of the employees at the center went from the poverty of picking in the fields to now working on her master's at FGCU. In the meantime, if you want to know about food pantries, job openings, and other resources, just click on our Rebound section when you go to fox4now.com.